Aliens have always fascinated us, some more than others, but are they real and have they visited us?
These are etchings that were found on the walls of caves thousands of years ago. They look like astronauts.
The internet lighting up with questions over this video. Did the object come from the rocket or from somewhere else?
Join us as we look at people who filmed aliens and what happened next. Shocked the world.
Oh, God.
Hey!
20. Goblin-like alien. A mother claims to have captured a strange goblin creature on camera while filming her toddler playing in the kitchen. The weird monster video, which was originally shot a few years ago, went viral with over 11.5 million views. In the video, a 2-year-old boy named Benjamin is playing on the tiled floor and glances at the camera while his mother interacts with him. However, moments after the clip begins, a little imp-like thing emerges from a doorway behind Benjamin and vanishes beneath a cupboard. The mother screams loudly, and the sound on the camera suddenly becomes distorted. She quickly rushes to inspect beneath the cupboard, where the strange creature vanished, but there is nothing there. According to the family, who shared their footage on YouTube, the critter left a horrible odor and a yellowish liquid on the floor. The family, who live in Mexico, claimed the incident happened in 2011. Since then, they've noticed their toddler chatting to himself and his imaginary companion more frequently, and they believe the small elf is still present in their home. 19. Uri Geller alien encounter. In our thumbnail, on the right pic, we can see an object flying above a secluded street late at night, and it does look like a flying saucer. On the right, it's the pilot of the craft getting ready to give an interview, or so I'm told. Uri Geller released an incredible photo reportedly depicting an alien naked, with prominent lady bits. He claimed the curving ET was found in the basement of an abandoned building. A security guard was alarmed by the 2004 encounter in Nuevo Leon, Mexico, where UFOs were reportedly observed in the skies. Whitley Strieber, an author who thinks he was abducted by aliens in 1985, shared the photos with his friend Uri and was confident they were real. The prominent vagina is immediately noticeable when you see them naked, yet it is seldom mentioned in UFO literature because few people see them, especially naked. Second, they reproduce significantly differently than we do. Uri, 76, claims he held a fragment of a UFO in his hand about 50 years ago, and that governments are concealing evidence of alien life because people can't handle the truth. He hopes the US government would just admit it. Uri asked his followers whether the photos of aliens on X might be debunked by sharing 2 more images. Uri stated that his close encounter with a UFO occurred after he was recruited by the CIA by high authorities who were pleased with his mind control abilities. He believes it is all part of a process to gradually expand people's minds and prepare them for much larger revelations. They are currently dropping hints and half-truths, as well as deploying subliminal symbolic messages, because they believe the public is not ready to know it all. 18. Mega UFO appears at international space. After spotting a mystery cigar-shaped UFO on a NASA livestream, UFO researchers believe the proof is out there. For years, conspiracy theorists have obsessively followed outer space via the International Space Station's live video, and one sighting left enthusiasts shocked. The cigar-shaped item moved to the right of the screen, while the 2 orbs below appeared to flash and travel forward. One witness believed he was seeing things. He had to act quickly and stated that these occurrences would be documented in the archives later for those who wanted to verify them. The fading at the end was abrupt, and he believes they reduced the brightness a little because they noticed it. Tyler Glockner, also known as Secure Team 10 on YouTube, commented on the sighting, saying it was unlike anything he had ever seen. He has seen hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of live stream footage from the International Space Station and has seen UFOs, ice crystals, space debris, and light reflections. But this appears to be none of those things, according to him. It appears that shortly after these objects appeared, NASA, perhaps on purpose, or the UFOs did the same, but the objects quickly vanished. NASA did not corroborate the sighting, but a few months later, in October 2017, it detected an interstellar object called Oumuamua passing through the solar system. Oumuamua is a rocky cigar-shaped object that can be up to 400 meters long. Thomas Zurbuchen, assistant administrator for NASA's Science Mission Directorate, stated they have theorized about such interstellar objects for decades and now have first-hand evidence they exist. 17. Stan Romanek living alien. The apparent sighting of an extraterrestrial species staring into a Denver resident's window stirred excitement in the United States, where the 3-minute realistic footage of the blinking baldy is allegedly being scrutinized by unnamed experts. Denver homeowner Stan Tiger Romanek claims he captured the alien on camera after suspecting someone was watching his twin teenage daughters through their bedroom window. He intended to capture the peeping Tom, by setting up a video camera. 5 years later, the film was shown at a conference, but it appears it cannot be shared to the public or photographed since it is still being monitored by experts. A snapshot of the clip has been posted, and of course, YouTubers have taken it upon themselves to spread numerous bogus versions of the unusual event. After watching the video, I'm convinced there have been more compelling hoaxes in the past that are now universally recognized as junk, and I expect the same with this one. Yes, both he and his wife agree, and one of them paid him a visit on Earth after calling him from another dimension. His 2013 documentary, Extraordinary, The Stan Romanek Story, includes excerpts from phone calls and grainy photographs of an odd-looking little child. Stan is convinced he was abducted by aliens numerous times, and that his recordings of real-life little gray men peeping through his windows and scuttling through his kitchen are sufficient proof that he is being tormented by them. 16. UFO near space station. When an unexplained flying object passes by the International Space Station, astronauts will notice. This is exactly what happened in this video, and one space traveler captured it all on camera. NASA astronaut Chris Cassidy was quick to record a video of the unidentified object near the space station. Was this a UFO? Not really. NASA officials wrote in the video description that Russian ground controllers identified it as the antenna cover for the Zvezda service module. During a spacewalk outside the station, 2 Russian cosmonauts checked the placements of 6 WAL antennas on the Zvezda module to ensure they were properly covered. The cosmonauts reported that several of the covers were loose and needed to be tightened back in place. The International Space Station currently houses 6 space tourists from Russia, the United States, and Italy. The Expedition 36 crew included 3 Russian cosmonauts, 2 American astronauts representing NASA, and 1 Italian astronaut representing the European Space Agency. 15. John Lennon UFO encounter. A rare doodle alleged to have been done by John Lennon appears to depict an otherworldly encounter the former Beatle had in America. Russ Kellett is well known for his investigation into the 1974 UFO Berwyn Mountains incident in North Wales, which involved allegations of an extraterrestrial craft crashing in the area. He purchased the sketch, which he said was created by Lennon. It appears to describe the musicians meeting with a flying saucer in New York, the same year as the North Wales incident. Lennon, whose first wife Cynthia died and who formerly lived in Ruthin, was reported to have done numerous drawings in the aftermath of the incident. He claimed to be standing on the balcony of his flat on August 23, 1974, with his old lover, May Pang. The pair claimed to have witnessed a flying saucer hover silently over them. Lennon appears to refer to the incident in his song Nobody Told Me with the phrase, "There's a UFO over New York and I ain't too surprised." Mr. Kellett, an enthusiastic UFO collector and Beatles fan, said he leaped at the chance to buy the sketch. 14. Gimbal UFO. In recent years, anytime you see a report on UFOs, it nearly always includes photos from the Gimbal video, a hazy monochrome clip of what loosely resembles a flying saucer. Gimbal has quickly become the primary symbol of the UFO, UAP phenomenon. This now ubiquitous video is quite interesting. It depicts the view from the targeting pod of the FA-18, which I will refer to as the jet. It's thermal camera footage, so it's capturing something incredibly hot in the center of the screen, which I'll refer to as the object. The object resembles a typical flying saucer and looks to be traveling fast to the left, just above the clouds. It appears to be encircled by a bubble of frigid air, known as the aura. For the first 20 seconds of the video, there is not much going on, but around 23 seconds, strange things begin to happen. The camera moves slightly, and the item rotates counterclockwise. This occurs 3 more times. During a particularly long rotation, one of the plane's pilots exclaims, "Look at that thing, it's rotating!" The object continues to rotate until it is past vertical, at which point it appears to slow to a near stop. If this had just been a video taken in someone's backyard, it would have gotten little attention outside of the UFO community, but Gimbal was unlike anything the media had ever seen before. 13. Astronaut repairs ISS UFO encounter. Conspiracy theorists have accused NASA of interrupting its live transmission from the International Space Station every time a UFO emerges. On 2 distinct occasions in 1 month, alien hunters claim to have seen weird objects emerge on their screens before they went black. UFO observer Toby Lund recently witnessed a UFO outside the space station, just before the stream was cut off for 10 or 15 seconds. According to Mr. Lund, there are always some UFOs showing up, and NASA always stops the stream when a UFO approaches the station. The alien hunter claims to have taken a still photo of the unidentified item from the broadcast, and it appears surprisingly like the Starfleet emblem from Star Trek. He also claims that NASA erased the video from its archives to conceal conceal purported communication between astronauts and UFOs. In a separate occasion, a gray object appeared over the horizon before disappearing just as NASA turned to a different camera. Most of these photographs are as hazy and enigmatic as those shared by UFO witnesses on Earth, and many have a rather prosaic interpretation. The problem is that the more NASA dismisses or explains such claims, the more people believe there is a conspiracy to conceal the fact that aliens are visiting our planet. 12. Mysterious UFO. In this next video, we see strange lights in the skies of Tokyo, in Japan. There are quite a few of them, and they look like strobe lights flashing in the sky without moving. What could they be? Your guess is as good as mine. If you think you know, who don't you tell us what they are in the comments below? 11. Tadpole UFO. A mystery tadpole-shaped UFO was sighted, trailing black smoke over the English Channel in strange new footage. An Irish marketing manager filmed the video on a Ryanair trip from Dublin to Paris. It depicts the mystery craft as a black bulk against the daybreak, with a lengthy tail of dark smoke trailing behind it. In the video, the tadpole shape appears to move extremely slowly over the clouds. The 29-year-old passenger claimed that the UFO was running around in circles moments before he videotaped it, when he was simply glancing out the window and noticed it moving. It's unclear where the jet was when the footage was shot, but the person filming believes it was on the English Channel. The photographs surface at a time when UFO sightings are on the decline worldwide, with both the National UFO Reporting Center and the Mutual UFO Network reporting fewer sightings. 10. Red UFO. People in Las Vegas, in the United States, were perplexed after seeing red and white lights in the night sky. Brett Feinstein took to Twitter and released a video of the incident. Mr. Feinstein captured footage from a Las Vegas club parking lot of what looked to be groupings of white and red lights glowing in the sky. He claims he hangs out in that neighborhood every night and has never seen anything like this. People who captured the event speculated it was a UFO hovering over the club. In the comments portion of the posts, internet people agreed it was a UFO. According to scientists, the odd lights were most likely caused by a weather phenomena. A meteorologist from the National Weather Service in Las Vegas indicated that because the lights in the clouds did not appear to move and the temperature in the clouds was cold enough, what visitors observed was most likely a phenomena known as light pillars. Long pillars of multicolored light racing across the sky appear to be the perfect backdrop for an approaching alien invasion. But light pillars are a typical effect found all over the world. They come from above, not extraterrestrials, but small ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere. Ice is extremely thin and formed like plates with hexagonal faces. When ice drifts down through the air, it falls nearly horizontally. The larger faces are located at the top and bottom. Because ice is reflective, when light reaches the larger faces, it bounces about and reflects off more ice crystals, resulting in these vertically stacked mirrors floating in the atmosphere. So, according to experts, what people witnessed in Las Vegas was simply the brilliant light from the city being refracted by weather activity in the sky. 9. Spinning UFO. Wild photographs have emerged of a UFO that people believe resembles a flying bottle opener. The video appears to show two balls of light, one moving upward on the right side and one heading downward on the left. In both cases, the light appears to flicker like a flame. When one person compared the object to a flying bottle opener, several others appeared to be impressed. Others, on the other hand, offered a more practical explanation, stating it was a rocket launch and that he had recently seen one that looked exactly like this. A second person was convinced it was a rocket booster returning through the atmosphere. A handful of users speculated the mysterious gadget might be related to Project Blue Beam, a wacky conspiracy theory about an alleged attempt to facilitate a tyrannical world government following a false alien invasion. 8. Mysterious cylinder shape UFO. A mysterious cylindrical shape UFO was seen floating over Russia, and apparently more of these objects have been seen elsewhere around the world. This definitely looks like a spacecraft of some sort, and it's quite big. However, when you think of all the computer technology and software available to 3D artists, it wouldn't be too difficult for them to recreate a craft like this one. If I had to guess what it was, I'd say someone tinkered with this image. Alien. Ghost caught in CCTV. Police in the U.S. state of Ohio was perplexed by mystery footage of a shadowy person sprinting down a street at night. A doorbell camera in Mentor, Ohio captured footage of a man lingering on a roadway at around 10 p.m. before running off the frame. Police responded to a complaint after a person reported seeing something outside their home, which they believed to be a young girl going northward. When an officer got on the scene, he suspected he had seen something, but the description was not quite correct. What the officer witnessed took him by surprise. The individual appeared to be a small child, sprinting upright and at an unusually fast pace. The event occurred near a horticultural store called Wyatt's Greenhouse, but when the police checked to see if the female was still there, he discovered no trace. Extra departments, including drone and sniffing dog teams, were dispatched to the scene, but they also discovered nothing. To make matters worse, despite the officer's claim to have seen something, the dash cam on his car did not record anything. anything. Although police were mystified by the occurrence, some were skeptical that anything unusual was going on. The Mentor Ohio Paranormal Research Society said on their Facebook page that they had a lot of people ask them what they thought about the new video released of a suspected ghost in their area being caught on a doorbell camera. Based on their experience, they concluded it was a person sprinting, with the camera out of focus. 6. UFO unusual light source in the sky. For decades, people have been fascinated by unidentified flying objects. While some believe they are proof of extraterrestrial life, others say they are hoaxes or misinterpretations of natural events. Despite differing ideas and beliefs, UFO encounters continue to fascinate individuals of all ages. A video showing a strange light source in the sky has recently received a lot of attention. While some believe it is a UFO, others claim it is a simulation like the 2021 documentary A Glitch in the Matrix. Some have even compared it to a simulation of the 1998 sci-fi film The Truman Show. A few people even mentioned that the video was manipulated. The video was posted to the Twitter account Wow Terrifying with the caption, "What is this?" It appears beside a face with a raised brows emoji. The video commences with an unexpected light source in the sky. As the camera zooms in, an unidentified object is observed releasing light in multiple directions. Some people may be seen recording the incident on their smartphones. Since being shared, the tweet has had more than 17.5 million views, and the figure is rapidly climbing. 5. Alien walking along river. A photo of a long-legged, slender humanoid monster walking along a riverbank began to spread rapidly on Bolivian social media platforms. A guy stands in the foreground of the shot, looking sideways at the monster, and appears to be unaware that an incredibly weird living form exists on the other side. The mysterious figure was photographed by ufologist Javier Carlos Cordero, who characterized it as a transparent being with lengthy limbs, like a gray being. The photograph was taken along the Pilcomayo River in Bolivia. Many netizens expressed their dissatisfaction in the comments section, claiming the image was a clear fake. Their skepticism was also fueled by the creature's translucent appearance and the fact it did not reflect in the water. However, the monster did not walk along the shore to be reflected in the water, and it may have worn a disguise that made its figure translucent. You should also know that Bolivia's Tarija region is often regarded as the country's primary UFO hotspot. In May 1978, hundreds of individuals along the Bolivia-Argentina border claimed to have witnessed a spaceship crash in Macoya. The unresolved mystery is described as South America's most credible UFO crash incident by some. Even the US military became interested in the cylindrical-shaped object that crashed into a mountaintop. A colonel believed the world was ending, while others, more than 100 miles away, claimed they heard a sonic boom-like event. 4. Square UFO. In this video, a strange structure can be seen above the clouds. It sort of looks like a chimney sticking through the clouds, but it's very difficult to tell what it is because of the heavy clouds. In my opinion, it looks more like a structure than a flying object, but I could be wrong. Why don't you let us know what you think it is in the comments below? 3. Alien scaring dogs. Many people do not believe aliens exist, but just as many believe there are other life forms out there, and some believe aliens are not only real, but they are living among us on Earth. It may sound far-fetched, but recent surveillance footage could provide confirmation. The footage is from Mexico and appears to show some kind of thing floating above shrubs before settling in a yard. It then glides to the right side of the screen, changing shape and expanding into a bizarre human form. As it moves into the distance, it appears to float above the sidewalk. It's tempting to assume the video was manufactured by sophisticated editing, but there are dogs in the yard that watch everything and are clearly upset and scared about whatever is near them, proving that something strange was captured in the footage. The individuals who saw the video on Twitter are quite convinced. Some of the translated comments include, "Incredible, and it is always the security cameras with the worst resolution that capture this type of event." Many viewers were hooked on what they were viewing because of the dogs' reactions, with many emphasizing that animals have the sight and ability to see things we cannot. As of now, there is no official statement on what was seen in the video. 2. Astronaut UFO sighting. Ivan Vagner, a Russian astronaut currently orbiting the Earth on the International Space Station, claims to have acquired footage of possible UFOs while filming the Southern Lights. The 1-minute video depicts the aurora australis passing near Antarctica and Australia. However, the footage shows more than just the aurora. The footage depicts the curved edge of the Earth at night, with the green swirl of the aurora flowing across its surface, and many star pinpoints visible in the distance. Suddenly, 5 objects arrive, flying at the same distance. What could they be? Meteors, satellites, or aliens? Whatever it was, the video shows a string of lights arranged in a clear, angled line. 1. UFO sighting in Chicago. The subsequent sighting of a UFO took place in Chicago when a woman spotted a strange UFO flying in the sky. The craft can be seen soaring through the sky, and the woman's reaction clearly shows that she is startled. The moment lasts only a few seconds, but it looks like the real deal. Fascination with the concept of extraterrestrial visitors isn't new, but it is gaining momentum more than ever before. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. Thank you for watching and see you next time.